Jesus warns, "Wake up, my children. If you do not change your course now, then..." May 27th, 2020. Words from Jesus through Sister Clare, spoken by Jackie. Clare began, "May the Lord stir our hearts into action. Beloved family, the Lord has told me that this drastic change in our society that has taken place because of the virus has been deliberately allowed by Him for many different reasons, chief among them being a wake-up call to the world, that we are living in the end times and that we are not prepared for what is coming. He's trying to wake up His sleeping beauty before the enemy completely takes her by surprise." One reason, dear ones, is that our focus on materialism and accomplishment has driven us to the point where we are not vigilant about subtle political changes that pass right by us, such as the things Obama instituted under the umbrella of Obamacare. Many things have been signed into law behind our backs, things that are being set up so that when the right moment arrives, innocent people can be arrested for no concrete reason at all. Because we are focused on money and success, our families and marriages are falling apart, while evil agendas in the schools are influencing our children and turning them into a generation without morals. They have been taught that bad is good and good is bad. As a result, they have turned against their parents, who have tried to instill morals in them to save their souls. Lord, I know this message was your idea. Could you please speak to us about it? Jesus began, "Gladly. It has been on my heart, my people, that you don't realize that I've allowed these circumstances to wake you up and turn you around before it's entirely too late. Many Christians that pray passionately have jumped into the fray and kept evil from overturning this nation, but just by the skin of its teeth. Many of you complain to me, 'Lord, why did you allow this to happen?' The reason this is happening is because you were running headlong over a cliff, and I have done this to stop you and get your attention, to restore proper values in the homes, to gather the families together, instead of letting each one go about their own pursuits, day after day, oblivious as to what is going on in each other's lives. Curtailing the physical and busy lifestyle has brought you face to face with the reality of your family's relationships in both their weakest and strongest points. Many families have been disintegrating under their very own nose, and outside activities have kept them ignorant of what is really happening. I want you to draw together, my people, and examine your lives over the past few years. What are your values? You may ask, how do I determine that? By looking at what you spend most of your time and money on. Investing time in fruitless and evil video games has brought much demonic company into your homes. Do you understand? Your bodies are electrical machines that run on electrical impulses. Demons also run on this energy source, and it is so easy for them to interface with your brain and cause serious genetic damage to your genes, cutting you off from me by desensitizing the higher electrical currents in your bodies. You become used to loud, fast-paced music, which pulls you further away from my still small voice. You become desensitized to violence by watching crimes committed and participating in such things within video games. You are being steered by the monster Satan, who has found ways to make evil beautiful and desirable, feeding on your need to compete and accomplish, and giving you a sense of accomplishment by playing in this multidimensional world of video games. The games themselves are a training ground for sin by alienate you from peace, gentleness, kindness, deeper thinking, brotherly love. All these games do is foster ambition to excel in violence and speed, doing things that you have no idea how tied in they are to evil. When you blow up a building, you are not inside to see little children ripped apart by the bombs, and this never enters your mind. But these feats of war are preparation for you to be able to pull the trigger on a bomb and not care who or what it hurts. Speed and agility are applauded, and without any thought of the consequences to human life, war becomes glamorous. But I tell you the truth, war is hell on earth. Satan's agenda is to completely destroy the human race. So he's behind these games that are training your reflexes and lust for action and destruction. The enemy has fed you on this to prepare you to go out killing, stealing, and destroying in times of national distress, which is his whole intention, to inflict suffering and loss on mankind. Now you're face to face with family members. You struggle against the limitations this virus has put upon your lives. But it is exactly this limitation that I'm using to get you to wake up to what is really going on in your lives and where you're really headed. This is no time to complain. Rather, this is the time to look at the emptiness in your lives, the lack of peace, joy, and the addictions that take you away from one another, such as the news, video games, drugs, and alcohol, as well as the huge void that was left behind in your lives now that the rush here and rush there agenda that drove you every single day has fallen away. You want to be free of these restrictions that COVID has put on you, but you have not yet understood all the implications of your busy lifestyle, and the worst of these is that your nation has been taken over by wicked men, and there is a life and death struggle going on to steal the life from you. I need you to wake up and pray. Wake up and see what's been happening behind the scenes in your lives. I need you to see the stealthy moves these corrupt politicians have made while you were conquering the next level of the game you were playing. Yes, they have deliberately hooked you into addiction to keep you out of reality and what your life and country is becoming. They have set you up to go here, go there, do this, do that, to the point that you are totally unaware that you're caught in a net of destruction, because day by day your rights and morals are being taken from you under the guise of freedom and fun. My people, wake up! It's not about prosperity, more things, more freedoms, more fun, more entertainment. What is happening to you is that you're being chained down, confined, controlled, and programmed to go along with Satan's agenda. All of this is being accomplished through deceitful entertainment that applauds what is evil and denounces what is good. In this moment you may enjoy the game, but you will wake up to find out you've been lured into bondage, and the only way out is through your God, whom you've been taught to despise. Children, 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 10, 20, 30, 40, 50-year-old children. Life is being stolen from you, from right under your nose. The beauties of your family, the sweetness of a relationship with me, the freedom your nation was founded upon, your health and right to live. All these things are slowly being taken from you. I want you to understand the evil ones have drugged you into subservience. As long as you can have your video games, pornography, and entertainment, they can keep your focus off of what they are doing behind your backs. And what they are doing is wipe you from the face of the earth, as well as taking your rights to freedom. They want to plant a device in you that will program your thinking, your moods, your actions, your desires, and keep you oblivious to their motives, oblivious to why they program these video games the way they do, oblivious to why they present sexuality as recreational, oblivious to what is right and what is wrong, so that you will degenerate into an animal, a beast, and not a human being formed in my image. I'm telling you these things because you are complaining about the very restrictions I've allowed in your lives to turn you away from the loss of your soul and an eternity in hell. I want you to wake up, America, and the world, and see that it is not about your productive and prosperous lifestyle. It is about human relationships, your children, your family, your nation, your relationship with me, and the prevention of the destruction of everything good on this earth that I have entrusted to you. I want you to rethink these times and see that you are standing at the critical crossroads where evil is lurking to get the upper hand and destroy 2/3 of the earth population. Yes, that means you and those you hold dear. I want you to go deeper, my people, much deeper, and embrace eternity, where you are headed if you do not change your course. I want you to learn the truth and not swallow the lies that will make you feel good on the way to your next baseball game or amusement park. Stop hurrying past the issues that mean life or death to you and your family in this nation. Stop ignoring the deeper issues and start examining what is behind the faces that tell you who to like, who to hate, and what to think. You have been lied to on a massive scale. It is time for you to go deeper. Set aside your toys and entertainments and examine who and what these people who have been running this country really are. Where are they from? Who do they work for? What is their agenda? And what have they been doing behind closed doors? Go deeper. Secure your liberty. Break through facades and lies, recognizing who they are and who they are not. Recognize that your nation is hanging by a thread, and if there ever was a time to rise up, it is now, and quickly. As a result of this virus, for which they meant to harm you, I'm showing you what your life has been like and where it is going if you don't act now. You've been slowed down, confined, and given an opportunity as never before to recognize what you are dealing with and where you are surely headed if you don't make radical changes in your lifestyle and this nation. Because if you do not get control of this, they will get control of you and make those radical changes against your will, and much to your sorrow and destruction. It's not too late if you rise up now, my people. Wake up and recognize what you're dealing with. Go deeper and discover the evil among you. And even more importantly, return your affections to me, because I alone have the power to deliver you in this crucial hour. But I must see you reform your lives and pray for the overturn of evil and the victory of what is right and good. Stop basing your opinions on the news media. Go deeper and find out who is really who and what they are really up to. Make righteous judgments about your leaders. It is not my job alone to turn this nation around. It is up to you to be informed, to know the truth, and to pray accordingly. Then I can raise my mighty arm and strike the enemy, overturning the death and destruction he has decreed for you, which is looming on the horizon. My blessing is upon you, my people, my children, to arise, arise, arise. Take up the truth and fight for it. I am with you.